Welcome back to another Drives with Denise. Guys, we are discussing this last full moon of 2022, which I can't believe I'm saying that. Like, we're literally at the end of the year, and this year was very transformative for me, to say the least. It is the last full moon. It is in Gemini. But there was so much going on in the cosmos at the same time as this full moon. Most people, from what I saw, thought that this full moon and these few weeks within that time were going to be a little hectic or chaotic because Mars being in alignment, considering it's like the planet of aggression and action, with the full moon, which is also like a very intense energetic moment. Like, people assumed that it was going to be very intense, which it was. In my opinion, it was like in a positive way, just because I feel like, for example, the full moon, I use it as a moment to truly release everything, like from the end of that month that I just don't want anymore, I feel isn't in alignment anymore. And I try to like focus solely on that motive of like releasing what no longer serves me in every aspect of the way. I do my meditations in the morning, my prayer and meditation time, and in that time I'm very much in a very vulnerable moment. But the moment I'm done, the moment I get up, I act as if. What does that mean to me? Any vision that I have of like the future Denise that I feel I am not in this current moment, she's the one that steps out of that apartment. Like, I don't relate to the old versions of me anymore, because one of Joe Dispenza's teachings with controlling the mind to think solely in the future present reality rather than your past present reality goes hand in hand with the law of assumption. That's what it means, is I'm living in the future. So the version of me that I am presenting myself as the moment I step out of my home is the future Denise. And that's how I'm going to step into the reality where she exists. So that being said, during the full moon, I just solely very much focus on releasing. Every kind of ritual for releasing your girl is doing, whether that's like a shower cleanse where you're intentionally releasing the energies in your body or in your vessel that no longer serve you. So the way that I do it is I envision either a white light or the violet flame over my crown chakra, going into all my chakras from the top to the bottom, and intentionally praying in my mind about releasing whatever is in those chakras that no longer serve me. I've gotten to a place where if I feel uncomfortable or if I feel like I need to balance the energies around me, I use all the elements in whatever way I can in that moment. Whether it's fire, lighting up some sage or Palo Santo, that also goes into the earth element because of the smoke and the ashes. Whether it's opening up a window, using the wind, or turning on a faucet around me, which is using water to genuinely cleanse your space. And I right away feel a release in that moment whenever I use the 4 elements. So that's my little secret for you guys. I feel like during the full moon, any ritual for just releasing, I very much do, because that's the time. It's every month, because every month we have things to release. Personally, for me, I definitely felt the Mars energy in the sense that there's a lot of projection going on right now. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm experiencing a lot of projection around me where you can just feel someone else's turmoil and their actions are, you know, just like intentionally either trying to provoke you or intentionally trying to get you out of character or trigger you or annoy you. Like, I don't know, I've just very much been aware of like certain things happening around me, and that's the energy I'm picking up on. But the reason why I see it as a positive thing is because I feel like that's your chance to practice staying in your own energy and staying grounded in your own inner peace. And it's that chance that the universe is giving you to show it that you are no longer that old version of yourself that would have been triggered, that would have responded back and retaliated, that would have matched the energy. Like, no, I'm staying in my energy, which I know is creating that new reality for me, and not giving energy to old things that would happen is the way that you shift or quantum leap into the new reality. Bashar, which is someone who I consistently watch, his teachings have also changed my life in multiple ways. He very much explains how the universe is going to put you in the same old situations, the same old circumstances, and you can either look at it with the victim mentality and think, oh my God, nothing's changing for me. I've been putting in all this work and things are still the same. Or you can switch it to your survivor mentality and see it as like a positive thing, because the reality is that old situation coming up is on purpose to see if you're going to respond as your old self or the new self that you so loudly are claiming that you are, or that you are becoming. And that's the universe trying to test you. It's not really a test. The test is, this is the old energy. These are situations, circumstances in your old reality that you created in some way or somehow. Are you still going to respond as that old version of yourself, or are you grounded in that new version of yourself? So it's your chance to prove to yourself that you are changing. That's how I'm taking it. I feel like once you're working on truly getting to know yourself and your inner world, you're able to read people's intentions. Now, more than ever, if I feel like I'm around a certain environment where people's intentions might be a little narcissistic, which is that person trying to provoke you, trying to trigger a reaction out of you, I right away go into like a protective prayer in my own mind and become very cautious about my response to them. I start observing more than ever how they're acting, what they're doing, and why. Most of the time when people are trying to like provoke you or trigger you, they're projecting. They're projecting their own inner turmoil. Your job is to be aware of that and not allow anyone to hold that much power over you, because you are the one that's in power of your own actions, your own reality, and what you're creating. Because the moment you match that energy, remember, like, you're now manifesting and creating that same old reality. So I don't know, I feel like this full moon was a testing time for me personally in my own life, but in a good way, because it's been proving to me all the work that I've been doing to truly change and evolve into the best version of myself that I could be, which in reality is just who we are naturally. Like, I don't believe that people intentionally are born like with narcissistic traits, or with these kind of like selfish actions. Like, I think we're all born in love, and our life and the way it plays out kind of shapes the personality we develop. But I also have learned so much about what a personality is and how you can shift that personality whenever you want. It just takes work, and it takes a lot of persistence. Persistence is key. And that is one thing I've learned, because you're going to be tested over and over again, especially when you're trying to move different. It's just about being self-aware enough to read people's intentions and trust yourself when you know, and respond instead of reacting. To show you guys the numerology, it's everywhere, guys. The signs are everywhere. That's another thing that I feel like has helped me so much on this journey of just like discovering my true self and grounding in her and what I want her to be like. I feel like numerology is that confirmation along your journey. Every numerology sequence has a different meaning to it. When I first started discovering numerology, I would Google the answers to like what the spiritual meaning behind 444 was. But now we're taking it to another level. Now we're YouTubing every number sequence because it goes a little deeper. And with numerology, I've always known to pay attention to your feelings, thoughts, and actions in the moment that you catch it. That's where the message is gonna come in way more detailed. But now that I'm YouTubing it, oh my God, like, You intuitively pick what video you want to watch, and I promise you it brings so much clarity to what's going on in your life if you like input whatever number sequence it is that you're consistently seeing. Yeah, I just wanted to come on here to just let you guys in on my experience with this last full moon of the year. I am very excited about 2023 because I feel like this is the perfect time for the universe to put us in a situation to observe if we've truly shifted out of that version that we no longer want to be of ourselves. And I'm excited. I am so excited. I have no doubt that the best is yet to come. Though a lot of things are going on around us that aren't the most pleasant, I think we're shifting and we're evolving, and you know, we gotta get through the dirt. We gotta get a little dirty. It's gonna be a little rough, but considering my own personal observations with myself and like the changes that I've made, I'm like, yo, it can only get better than this. Like, it could only get better. I'm being very hopeful and optimistic. You know what's something that helps me? During meditation, I've intentionally gone into the reality where I'm a mom and I have all the things that I aspire to obtain and the goals that I now have, whether it's like with my companies and the career aspect of it, but also the family life aspect of it. During meditation, I've went into that reality and I've seen it, I've felt it, I've tasted it, and I know it's real. And when you start learning about the multi-dimensional place that Earth truly is, and how we're multi-dimensional beings, not just human flesh, you know, that shifts your perspective when it comes to what's happening in the present day. Like, of course, we have to be present, we have to live in the moment in order to shift things for that future to come into fruition. But seeing it and consciously knowing that it exists, it's the only proof that I need to know that it's coming. As long as in the present I do what I need to do to obtain it, it's coming. And that means that any turmoil we could be facing is only temporary. I hope that gives you guys a little hope and faith if you are going through any turbulent, I don't even know if that's how you say it, turbulent times during this full moon in Gemini and Mars conjunct. I am arriving to my destination. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Love you guys so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every week. I'm your girl Denise, and I'll see you guys here next time. Bye.